Welcome into the Left Hand Backhand podcast. This is episode 14, and we have a special guest. Insert crazy sound here.
Would have done it, but
Yeah.
it's not working.
We got my little brother on the pod. Actually, sorry, my younger brother on the podcast. I shouldn't say little because he is no longer littler than me. But we got Bentley the Schmentley Cook.
Bent the Schment.
Be the Schmee on the podcast. Bentley, welcome.
Hello,
Love
thank you. Thank you for welcoming me onto this. I've been waiting this for decades now. I'm just happy to be here.
As the
Literal
podcast has been
decades
alive
now.
for a year and a half. He's been
you're
waiting
now
decades for this.
30 years old, Linc, and it's been decades. Since then. Literal
Tres.
decades.
3 decades. We are recording in Oregon, Bentley and I. Your boy got a haircut. So Molly's game is still going strong. Just
It looks
cleaned up the
more
sides.
mullet.
Yeah. It does look even more mullet now.
Yeah.
So it's very nice. But yeah,
You're
we're in
kinda
Oregon
like Ham Rising.
celebrating Bentley's and my sister's birthday as well as mine, and doing all the fun things, and we're exhausted every day. But we had to squeeze in this podcast to get a live recording with my brother.
Brother.
So
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
what's up, brother?
Special teams.
Special plays.
Good, brother.
Special ed.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's
All right, explicit.
well,
Sorry.
close.
Ed is his name.
Ed.
Yes,
Ed, and
Ed, and Eddie.
Eddie.
Naturally.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, what do we got?
We
What
got
do we got today?
We got a very jam-packed episode. We got 2 drafts today. One brought
Double
to
the
us
fun.
by Jeff, one brought to us by Bentley. We're going to do a little player intro. Let Bentley give us his life update. And then we got a couple random segments, and then we'll wrap it up with another draft. So should be good. Bentley, why don't you give us the elevator pitch as to who you truly are?
If we were stuck in an elevator,
Yeah.
what would you say?
Just 6'7", blue eyes.
6? Okay.
I love
7?
walks on the beach. No, so let's see.
No, continue. Sell the ladies on you.
It's that one meme that like every woman put on her dating profile. for a while.
Finance.
Yeah, in finance. I'm in finance.
Oh,
Trust fund.
6'5", blue
Trust
eyes.
fund. Yep.
That's right, trust fund. Yeah, you
That's
fit the bill.
That's me to the T. Don't look at my eye color. Don't look at my height. That's me.
You have the Top Gun mustache.
I do.
I see that. Look at that. The rooster mustache.
Yeah, I think
Fox in the hen house.
I'm the total package.
Pause.
Don't say package.
We don't say package. Oh, man.
Definitely, a good guy looking for a good lady out there
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, my brother is currently single and
somehow.
mingling actively, but let's get this guy.
Christian mingle. He really likes Christian mingle. That like
Well,
hasn't found anyone
Christian
yet.
Leitner.
Yeah,
Well,
catch me on Facebook
Christian
dating.
Slater.
Well, Kelly Slater.
Kelly Clarkson.
Well, Kelly Blue Book.
Well, with blue bonnets.
Well, it ain't. Everything's better with blue. Dang it. It's an old phrase from the Bourgeois.
Oh man.
What is
Everything's
it?
better with Bluebell?
No, it's something better with blue bonnet on it. It's always better with blue bonnet on it, or something like that. I can't remember. Shout out to the Bourgeois.
It was good.
We love the Bourgeois, even though we don't love or talk about everybody in the Bourgeois family. But Bentley is going to college studying engineering.
Man.
Plans eventually to go to law school. 6'3".
Yeah.
6'3".
I'll be humble. Yeah, 6'3". Yeah.
6'3".
With those lifts in his shoes.
You can lie when you're 6'2.5", rounding up to 6'3". You can't lie when you're 5'10". You know what I mean?
Do you speak from experience?
No, because I'm 5'11", and I never lie.
Oh, sorry. That's right.
Real big chest.
Whoa.
He's
You
a
mean those
swole daddy.
chesticles?
He's a
Look
gym
at those
bro,
things.
unfortunately. I mean, Depends on who you're asking.
As Lincoln like begs me to go to the gym with him this whole week.
Mm, it, it depends on your definition of beg, because if you call that begging, there's a reason you're single, brother.
Let's
Uh,
not get into the begging subheading of this.
yeah.
I
Anyways,
could take a dive quick.
let's jump straight into our first draft of the night. Jeff, I didn't tell
All
Bentley
right,
what this draft idea was, but
it's
I'm
good,
very excited
good.
about it.
Lincoln was really wanting to know what it was. I had been prepping it for a while, but he was too anxious. And he's like, I won't tell Bentley. I won't tell. Lincoln does that
He
a lot.
did. He kept up
He-
with that.
So today's draft is going to be swear word replacements. Words you say
Hmm.
in lieu of a swear word. Best ones. Best. It could be the phrase. It could be a one-worder. But
And it's kind of also
that's
like our favorite, like kind of our most
your
go-to.
favorite. Yeah, but like the ones you think. I mean, you
But we
obviously
still
use the ones you
we
think are the
still do want to
best.
pay homage to the best ones. Yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
Can this also include like phrases,
Yeah.
like short phrases?
Something you
Yeah.
would say in place of a swear word or a swear
You stub your
phrase.
toe. What do you say
Yeah,
if
what's
there
a
are little
go-to?
kids' ears around? You know what I mean?
You're watching
So,
a
and
game and
per
a team hits
tradition,
the game winner. What's the what do you blurt out? What is it?
yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Per
And per
tradition.
tradition, Jeff had the idea, and Bentley didn't know the draft. So you get to choose the order of the draft. And we, of course, are snaking it.
Hmm.
We love snakes.
Typically, you want to take the first spot. If there's a one-on-one, you're scared it's not going to get to
With
you.
three
But
people, it is
your choice.
a more tactical move
Yes,
here.
it is.
Right.
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 All right, I'll go Lincoln, me, Jeff.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
All
Got a
right.
snake behind him. I mean, the spot.
Pause. Per tradition for me, and also it's my most used, it's my favorite, and my daughter has started to say it. I'm going with Dadgummit as my first one.
I mean, I
I
knew
needed
you'd
to
pick
take it
it.
off the board.
I knew you'd pick it.
Solid pick. That comes with like a firm constant at the beginning. Dadgum. You know?
Yeah, it's a front loaded word.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And I do get the soft version of Dadgum, you know, just like the Dadgum. But my daughter has started saying June Gummit, and it's one of my favorite things ever. It's so freaking funny. So that is a favorite in my household growing up.
It's good. I
Bentley.
think for me, I really need like
An F word.
a lot. Moving on, a lot of like gusto at the beginning, and I say
Gusto, is
this
that the
one a
word of the day?
lot. I think it is.
Yes.
I say golly
Really?
because I can get
Golly,
a lot
wow.
of energy out with that G. And
Are you from the 50s? Wow. I would have never guessed. Are you a housewife? Oh,
I
Well,
can
he's
be
a
yours.
desperate housewife.
Oh,
well, Tony Parker's wife.
Well, Eva Longoria,
Deep reference. Well, Michael Scott shares his birthday with Eva Longoria.
naturally. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good pick. Good pick. I've got a couple. One that I say all the time, but also I use a movie reference one that I say kind of one I say when I'm angry, but since I have the turn, I'm not worried about anyone. I can use them both. But the first one would be "son of a nutcracker,"
That is a
and
good
from
one.
Elf, I just say it all the time. "Son of a nutcracker," and I hear Will Ferrell's voice when I do it.
yeah, let's say
But
reference
it's
out to
natural
Elf
now.
there.
Yeah.
And I think you also get
little
the
movie.
other son of a replacements.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
I used
son
to
of
say
a
son of a bishop.
yeah, and see, I mean, I guess I also feel sacrilegious doing that too. It's a double whammy. I'm not gonna say that in front of my bishop.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Well, not wham bam. I do say
Well,
thank you.
well, bam bam
Well,
from the
bam bam.
Flintstones.
Well, it's Flintstones.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Flint, Michigan.
Flint Lockwood.
Ooh,
Well, Flint Lockwood. All right. Second one is I say this all the time. I actually just said it about 20 minutes ago while I was playing Rocket League. I
You
lost in
would.
overtime. I was very upset, and I said, "Fudge me." I was very upset.
Fudge.
Fudge. It's close. It's as close to the line as I can walk while feeling good about myself.
Walk the line, baby.
Hey, Cash.
That is a good one. It was high up on my list, so I respect it.
Okay, my number 2. I think I'm moving it back to number 3. I think I need to lock in this next one because it's so cringe, but I say it all the time.
No.
And I think this goes back to like my early college days because we said it ironically for way too long and it just turned unironic. And I hate that it did, but I say it a lot and it relieves a lot of energy, which is nice. And it is fetch.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I mean, you don't want to make fetch happen, but you apparently are.
That's right.
Well, that's also what we say to
Gretchen
our
Wieners.
dogs.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
gotcha.
fetch.
Because we are dogs.
Them my dogs.
Oh,
Them my dogs.
That was high up on my list.
yeah, I didn't want it to get
Oh,
taken because
fetch.
I know it happens all the time. I get called cringe because of it sometimes, and I literally just don't care. It is so used in my vernacular. It's kind of annoying.
Fetch
but
was
I do it lot.
a mission one for sure.
Yeah, that's why I picked it up.
Okay, so for mine, I'm taking a favorite of mine that's probably not going to be taken, but I like it too much that I want to take it this high, and that's Sweet Jean.
Sweet Jean.
Like Sweet
Really?
Jean. Yeah.
All right. Sweet
It's
Jean, yeah.
not going to be taken, but then my third pick, I'm going to take Frick, which is very close to Fetch, but for me, I use Frick more.
Yeah, I feel like if
'Cause I get
if Freak was
F
already
part.
taken, I wouldn't let you take Frick. But I think you can take it.
Well, we've got Fudge, Fetch, and Frick taken, so there's obviously something to be said about our replacement swear words. But for me,
they're
the
for the hardcore stuff.
FR, the Frick was
Yeah.
you had to make sure you get the R.
You
in there,
really
the
had the
hard
R sound. Hard
You got to get a
for different
hard
reasons.
R at
Hard
the
R for a
beginning of that
different way.
word. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, harder.
Harder.
Well, taller, better, faster, stronger.
Well, you can't go over it. Gotta go around.
That's good.
Okay, Ben.
All right. My third one, not a popular one, but I said this one a lot, and my friends picked up on it in high school. But suck.
Oh.
I say that one
Suck.
all
Oh,
the
suck.
time. Like especially thinking like disc golf.
You know, I like that. That's actually catchy when I think about it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really close. That's one letter difference. So we're all floating around this
We are.
one
But it's
very
not
brutal word.
But it's very different. Like it's clearly
It
different.
is. It's
And-
an
Totally-
S. It's
yeah.
a snake.
And you can customize a little bit. Like I suck, or like just you can just say it.
An
its own.
alternative that I got from Jim Carrey. I don't know if I'll have to tag it as explicit, but I sometimes will say "suck me sideways."
That
Hey,
wasn't
that's
gonna
a
say it, but
parental
that's what he was-
warning. That's a put a little
That's
warning
strike.
there.
That's strike 2.
Strike
Gotta be
two.
careful.
Well, strike one.
This bit. We just start with one strike, whether we say anything or not. It just always feels like we're one strike on the board.
But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
so like, if I throw a bad shot and I hit the first tree available, I'm like, suck me sideways.
Yeah. You said that like yesterday.
Oh, that's so funny.
So many pauses. All right.
All right, but
Okay,
Jeff,
I'm
you
really
got
glad-
you got the 3-4 here.
I'm really glad this wasn't taken yet. It also is another one I say all the time. If I messed up or I, said, oh, I'm gonna make the shot for, someone walking in. I'm like, oh, shot's for you, and I miss it. And I'll be like, oh, mother trucker.
That's on my list.
So I say that all the time,
Dang.
and
Like
that's a
butt cheek
meme.
on
Like,
a stick.
yeah, butt cheek on a stick. There you go. So that one's just it's too easy to just roll
That's a good
off
one.
the tongue.
That is a good one.
No pun intended. Mother trucker.
Pause. Roll
All
it
right.
off the tongue.
I am surprised this has not been taken yet.
Okay.
I don't know, Lincoln. You can be the moderator here. I just feel like it's too original and too classic, but I do say it all the time, many times a day. I say, "Dang it!"
Dang.
Is that its own? Because it feels very original
It is
from
good.
Dadgummit.
Let's
Dang,
check
it's
the
like
let's
the
check the
OG
tape.
for me.
Let's check the tape.
Oh,
It's
flag on the play.
good.
All right,
Confirmed.
confirmed on the field. Cool. Dang, it is just too simple, but I felt like it deserved to be taken, at least in the middle. I have my OGs, but that's there for me.
Dude, that wasn't even on my friggin' list. And I'm pretty upset that it wasn't even on my list. Otherwise, I would have already taken it by
I'm
now. I just
surprised you didn't
forgot.
take friggin' yet.
Well, I have
I
frick,
mean, you just said it.
which is
Oh,
the
I
better
guess.
version of it. It's the
It
more
is.
aggressive version.
It is.
Not the double G.
Yeah. The you don't say muck duck.
Not menacing enough.
All
Hey,
right, B,
I
you
feel
your
good
final-
about my picks. I'm feeling real good.
Okay. For my number 4, rap.
Crap. All right.
Again,
That's solid. I do
I'm-
say that too.
I'm going with this theme of like you just need to get this like energy out. You need to
Crap.
exclaim. Yeah, crap.
I
So
hear
last
crud in my
night we were
family.
playing
Crap. Yeah.
last night we were playing a card game, and my dad goes, "Crap a mile," and my mom goes, "That is such a disgusting term. I don't like that." And I go, "Well, it is 5,000. How many feet is in a mile, Jeff?
5,280 feet.
You
That
just
ball
talked
up and you
about
run every one of them.
you just talked about waste for 5,280 feet." And then my
amazing.
mom was like, "That's even grosser. I don't like that you said that." And I said, "Sorry." Well, crap's a good one. I like that. Okay. My next one is going to be Mother of Pearl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like that one's different enough than Mother
of
Trucker.
Pearl. Yeah. No, I'll give you that. Steve Carell says that in a movie. Mother of Pearl.
And
I think that's in
shout out to the Black Pearl. Not that we're
the
discriminating
the
colors
curse.
here, but the curse of the
Black.
Pearl.
So,
Yeah.
well, parlay.
Well, it's pirate code.
Well,
It's pirate's booty, actually.
well, it's more of like guidelines, honestly.
Yeah.
Being real.
Okay, I'm excited for my my what's the word I'm looking for? My honorable mentions here. But for my last one, I'm gonna take Shut the Front Door.
All right. Okay.
You say it something like when you're mad at a video game, you're like, dude, shut the front door.
I mean,
Like
it just doesn't roll off the tongue enough for me. I just never use it. Maybe, every household has what it does and what you're able to get away with, but I never was able to get away with that.
Oh,
My
me
last
neither.
pick is one I know I got away with all the time.
Yeah.
It was an
All right.
accepted.
Bentley, for your fifth and final pick.
Oh, this is a tough one. We've already picked so many good ones that I use.
Yeah, he's looking at my list that I've written them all down.
Yeah. I think this is kind of same vibes as Dang It, but just gosh.
All right.
Calling back to my first one is Golly.
Golly
Napoleon-
gosh, mister.
It's a Napoleon
Shut up.
Dynamite move. You have oh, gosh. Is that what you
Yeah, if you can say a goofy voice, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Gorge.
gosh. I don't know what that was. Please
You
edit
can do
that
that
out.
with
That was
Yeah,
really
well,
bad. That was
hey,
a really
somebody-
poor
Hey,
impersonation.
Steele, please go clip that for us.
Don't do that.
That's good.
Ah.
All right.
Gosh, all right.
Jeff,
that's
for your
fair.
final pick, and then I'll do
Final
I'll do
pick.
pick recaps after that.
Okay, I feel good about it. I'm glad it made it. I do say it all the time. And you may not think it's so much of a replacement word, but it's actually, and it's spelled differently, but it's actually a shortened version of it. It's like cut off from what you would normally say. And mine is these.
Yeah. Yep.
And instead, I just feel like I say it just like, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I just say it all the time.
I will
Especially
say
when I'm
sweet
just
Gene
groaning.
instead of G's.
Mm.
Well, and Jeeves, of
Well,
course.
ask Jeeves. Yeah.
Well, AMA.
Well, MWA.
Well, NWA.
Well, MLA format.
Oh, very good. Yeah. Owl citation.
I use
Okay.
that citation maker all the time.
Yeah. Citations are the worst. Okay. Going over our picks. Jeff has Son of a Nutcracker, Fudge, Mother Trucker, Dang It, and Jeez.
I feel so good about I feel so good about that.
Those are Jeff picks for sure.
That's a great
tip
pick.
word.
Bentley has
Yeah.
golly gosh. I mean golly, fetch, suck, crap, and gosh.
You have
Don't
just
say it that
one
way.
words, man. You don't even need to express stuff beyond one syllable.
Next time Bentley plays
Mhm.
Apex tonight, he's gonna go, golly fetch, suck, crap, gosh. Just
And he's gonna do it in a high
back.
voice.
I do say
Oh,
those too.
golly.
Yeah.
And then mine, I have Dad Gummit, Sweet Jean, Frick, Mother of Pearl, and Shut the Front Door.
Right, you got the
Last one.
long phrases. You like to milk your
too low.
curse word alternatives.
Yeah.
You really milk it.
Okay, so some other
Awesome.
alternatives for me, similar to Jeff's G's was Jahees, Kit from Napoleon Dynamite, Dag
Mhm.
Nabbit, Schnikes, or Schnikes,
Mhm.
Heavens to Betsy, Holy Guacamole.
Good
You have
one.
a lot.
This one this one is never used, but I think it's funny and I just want to mention it. It's Jumpin' Josephat. I just think it's so funny.
Who would ever say that?
And then the last one is father, mother, sister, brother. When you, yeah,
Yeah. All right.
never heard anybody say
Those are
that.
good.
Yeah.
When as a kid we used to say that. I said that in like middle school.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
So,
good.
anyways,
That was
that was fun.
that was
Good
good.
draft
Good
idea, Jeff. Good
picks.
draft idea.
Thank you. It was a good one. I'm glad we saved it for the Bent the Schment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bent the Schment,
Me
Well,
too. Thank you very much.
well, if I'm gonna transition from this, just real quick, I had just a mini thing. I felt it was only fitting,
Apropos.
apropos to call back to last
Appropriate.
week's, yeah, to call back to last week's podcast where we ranked our chips and we did our chip ranking.
Mhm.
And during that ranking, we talked about your favorites, which was the
They arrived.
all dressed ruffles, which Lincoln kindly sent me from Canada to Canada. And
Canadian.
I am going to try them for the first time right now and give you my honest feedback. So I am opening this. So you know I'm not
Wow.
cheating. Take a nice whiff.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I smell ketchup right off the bat.
Are you intrigued by the smell?
I am. I love Ruffles, but all
Can
right.
you give us a little
Initial.
chip ASMR?
No ASMR coming through. Pause.
I can help out.
I'm trying to crunch them slowly so it catches the sound, but I don't know if this catches or not.
We got a little bag crinkle, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Initial thought.
Dude, I didn't even get a notification that they got delivered, so I'm really happy.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but it was on my front door today. Okay. Very interesting because what I taste right off the bat, which is what you said, it's all these different mixes. I mean, it's really interesting that they have a bell pepper. What is that? An onion?
Onion.
What is it? Salt?
That's vinegar.
Vinegar? That's it. That's their definition of. But I taste ketchup. No tomato on this thing, but there's ketchup. The barbecue comes through really nicely. Pause. And there's a tiny bit of vinegar at the end. A tiny bit.
Yeah.
Well,
but those are the top three flavors that I get. It's growing on me. It's subtle enough too. I thought it was going to be like a punch in the face. It's honestly pretty smooth. I do like it.
It's an interesting flavor profile.
It is. I would give it a solid 7 out of 10 for me. My taste buds.
After the
Again,
first
we have
couple
very different
chips.
taste buds. Yeah, I've had a few chips off the first. That's a 7 out of 10. I don't know how I would feel after a handful. But
I
7
think
out of
it'll
10.
only grow on them. Pause.
I like these. These are tasty. They've got the barbecue and the ketchup flavor. Those weld really well together.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bentley, have you had them before?
Never.
Okay.
Wow, I'm surprised. You thought that was your family thing.
Yeah, Jeff, can you order Bentley a bag now?
Bentley, open up here. I'll send you one over through the screen.
I
Delicious.
cannot wait to eat those right now.
Thank you so much.
That is going to be amazing.
On the first bite of that one, now that I talked about the vinegar was stronger that time. It's like a mystery every bite. I never know what to expect. Very good. So
Seasoning.
it is. It's
So
all everything.
all the flavors.
free chip maybe is a different preferential treatment for each flavor.
Every chip begins with C.
Every chip begins with Canada seasoned chips.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm
that was
glad
my
you
yeah.
busted that out
But
live on the pod, Jeff, for
I
us.
did. It was only
And
fitting.
yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank
I'm
you.
excited to hear how the rest of the bag goes. And I don't want to hear any more chewing throughout the rest of the podcast. So please wash your
sneak
mouth
'em like
out,
this.
and we will continue.
I'll just sneak them in my what?
Actually, no, I'm honestly kind of upset that you have yours right now because I didn't think they were gonna get delivered until the end of the week.
Yeah, no, man. It was
And I don't
you
have
sent
mine.
them, not me. I didn't
I have
choose.
2 bags coming.
It's a baby. I didn't choose this.
That's a
I
classic.
can pay in blocks.
Yeah, I could put
I'd love to get paid in
here you
Trident
go.
layers.
My phone. You can have it. You say Trident layers?
What? Yeah, do you remember the Trident layers commercial where the electrician's like, I wish I could get paid in Trident layers.
Wow, that was a good impression though. You kind of sound like that guy from Family Guy with
Yeah.
the lisp. Whatever his name is, like,
Hey,
hey,
Herbert.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah,
You and
Herbert,
Brandon
he
can
invites
do that
Chris to come
way
over.
too well.
Hey, Chris,
Cannot.
want to have some popsicles?
I'm gonna clip that your face as you did that, some of the images, because that was really funny. Yeah, as you're looking off in the
Thank you.
distance, making that sound. That was great.
Ugh,
But
okay.
Jeff, you were referencing the audio where it's like, I'm just a baby.
Yeah, I was
can't pay
referencing
you."
Fred Armisen going, hey, it's a baby. I got no money. It's a baby.
Well, Jeff is a bit. Actually, dude, I really wonder how baby you would look without a beard.
I mean, I would just look chunky, dude. Why do you think I have this beard? This is makeup for me. This is my makeup. It's just for what jawline I even have right now. This is what accentuates. If I shave, it would just be this. It would just be a neck. No neck. It would just be a head to a torso. That's what it would look like. Yeah, look. I look like a thumb from like Spy Kids. It would be awful.
It'd be a mix of Thumb and Dum Dum from Night at the Museum.
All right,
we need to watch
all right, you
that.
need to watch.
We do.
You need to watch yourself.
All right, sorry. I apologize. Okay. So we'll move forward here. Bentley's got a little random segment idea for you. Warning for you audience listeners, it's a little bit more wholesome than you're accustomed to on this podcast. But
get your tissues ready. You may need it.
Yeah. We got to get real for a minute here. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that was quite the introduction I would give it, but my draft idea is albums that you can only listen to for the rest of your life. You can't listen to any other music.
Oh, I
This is
thought we were
deep.
doing your segment idea, not the draft idea.
Oh,
Draft at the end, right?
Yeah,
We can
your
swap
segment
it. We
idea
can swap.
of
We can
key
swap it.
thoughts.
oh yeah. No, I
It's
totally
okay.
just
This is
misheard you.
Bentley's first
okay.
time on this. This is his first time. We'll give him a
everybody
pass.
forgive him. I do
Yeah.
appreciate the spoiler for the draft because I do need a minute to think about it.
I do. I
And
definitely am glad.
I really just love Lincoln and Jeff so much that I'm like, I need to give them a little heads up because it's
Yeah.
supposed to be a surprise and I'm supposed to have the upper hand. But yeah. Well,
I'm like, here's the swear
Hey,
words
bye.
you can throw in, and I'm like, and you're like, all right, what are the most influential albums you've ever listened to that you would listen to for the rest of your life? Like, well, I have no time to think about it.
Oh, that is good though.
Okay. But the segment idea, I would love to see this be implemented weekly. But Lincoln and I grew up playing golf, and we read this one book about golf. I can't remember the name of it.
Is it Putting Out of Your Mind by Dr. Bob Rotella?
Yes.
You had that off the top
Putting
of
Out
your
of Your
head,
Mind.
just like that. You're so studious, bro. You're so
we both
studious.
read it throughout high school.
Look at you guys.
Anyway, what this wonderful man Bob told us.
Dr. Rotella. Please.
Dr. Rotella, excuse me.
Doctor.
Well, Dr. Nutella.
Dr. Pepper.
Well, they call me Dr. Love.
Well, love teriyaki.
Oh,
Shout out love
It's
teriyaki.
over. That's it. You won. You won.
I've had
It's
love
over.
love 4.5 times so far.
A half
since
a
I got here on
time?
Saturday.
I
Yeah,
do
I
have a
had
half love, love,
leftover
love.
chicken. I ordered a side of chicken and I ate that for a snack today.
Wow, it's worth it. So worth it. I would do it in a heartbeat.
It's so good.
Okay, Dr.
Okay.
Rotella. One of the things he says is to, as you've accumulated all this knowledge and experience with golf, when you're standing over the ball, you really just want to have one swing thought as you're standing over the ball and just think about that, make sure that's all good to go, and then just do your swing. And so I think that's a metaphor for life. I think sometimes you don't need to be overwhelming yourself with a bunch of different things you're trying to work on. And so you should just kind of have one swing thought. Um, and so I want this segment just to, at least today, hopefully in the future, to be called the swing thought of the pod.
It's pretty
And
cute.
so
Ooh,
whatever
pretty
you've been working on
adorable.
personally, or like in your relationships in your life, or in your career, whatever it may be, what's a swing thought? What have you just been focusing on and it's kind of been helping you get through everything?
Link, do you want that to be like the wrap up at the end? Do you think that's a good spot for that, or do you still like the sign up? Where would you want that?
Yeah, we could revisit it like as like a monthly, like, hey, what's our swing thought of the month, or what's your swing thought of the past month, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it should be
fun.
a recurring segment
Yeah, yeah.
rather than just like the final word, because the final word's supposed to be just a brief little guy. But
Mhm.
so Bentley told me what this was. A couple hours ago, maybe two. Uh, and I like this idea because I have so many swing thoughts that when I don't play golf for a long time, I play better than when I normally play golf like regularly because I'm not thinking, I'm just playing. And right now, my current swing thought in life is to just like be present. So like wherever I'm at, I'm trying to be present in the moment of like what it is and just like appreciate and enjoy the little fine details of it. So for example, like parenting, like instead of being frustrated that my kid drew on the table or something like, or drew on the tablecloth, be present and appreciate that my kid is learning how to draw and like finding something in that moment to like appreciate rather than finding something to be like frustrated about. So that's my swing thought of the last month.
And how have
Nice.
you noticed that it's helped you to like improve just generally?
I think it just makes me appreciative of my current situation, you know. It's just me and my girls for the most part. And so when I have them, I appreciate them more because I'm able to take time to like recognize what I'm doing right now or what I'm doing with them and just like attempt to be present and not just like on my phone or looking for a distraction or something like that, if that makes sense. That's where I'm at.
Gratitude, I love that.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good swing thought.
beat that one up. Yeah, he's grateful.
You're so good at swing thoughts.
Jeff,
All
what's
right,
your
my swing
thought?
thought. I mean, what what was on my mind right after you Bentley
Oh,
even said that?
ABC, always be closing.
Always, always be Cook, Lincoln Cook, or Bentley Cook. Either one works. I started
Good one.
the
Or
new.
Sentley book.
Oh, I think we should end the
Yeah,
podcast right
go
after
go
that.
Shout
That
check
was
out
out
beautiful.
go check out Bentley's Finsta because apparently that was a thing.
shout out to my high school Finsta account where I posted nothing but like rants and like just dumb pictures of my friends and I.
And no one would have figured out it was your Finsta. They're like, who is this? Who's this guy?
Who that it is?
Who that
That
is?
boy who it is. Shout out Tyler.
My swing thought when you said that first was, I just started a new job. I haven't been doing sales for a while. No, should I tell the story after Lincoln, or should this is too nice of a moment? I don't want to ruin it with this story, but you did want me to tell it. So should I tell it on this pod or no?
What?
You want to
I
save
don't know
it?
what
That
you're
story.
referring to.
You know the story. I was telling you, and you said save the rest of it for the podcast.
Oh, yes. Tell us
Should
the
I save
story.
that?
Tell us the story. He has a story I wanted him to
Wait,
save for the
wait, but do
podcast.
you
I've heard
want me
about
to do
this.
my swing thought or not? I can disregard my swing thought and give you this juicy story that was
Okay,
really
do
funny.
both, but just be quick. Pause.
Okay, my swing thought was I've started this new job where I'm in charge of a lot of sales and going out, but it's different than I've always been used to. I've always done short-term sales, door knocking, all that good stuff. But this one, there's a lot of long-term, there's a lot of communicating, and I was always scared and nervous, and it's like cold calling, cold visits. But this time around, I felt like I want to I want to do it differently, and so I just don't want to care. I don't want to be worried about getting a sale or doing whatever. So I've just been talking to people, setting up meetings, not being afraid of them being like, no, because like I'm gonna spend my whole life collecting no's from people. All I'm gonna do is people are gonna tell me no, but I should just expect there's gonna be no's. But if I'm collecting them, then I'll get some yeses. So in life, I need to ask. If I don't ask, I'll have no idea whether it's gonna be a collecting a no. So it's just asking.
Well,
Going,
don't ask, don't tell.
don't ask, don't tell. Shout out George Bush. Uh, collecting no's.
Well, secrets are no fun.
Secrets hurt
Secrets
someone.
hurt someone.
And speaking of
I
secrets,
learned more today from a stripper than I did from Thomas Edison. No, Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin. Oh my gosh. He was a president of the United States. Get it right. All right. Speaking of secrets, I can't tell you where I work, nor can I tell you generally what anything is about because of the story. I have to be very discreet.
Okay.
All I could say is that there's drug testing involved, and I have to do the drug testing. Okay. So real quick, there was a guy, and I just started not too long ago. There was a guy who came in who was a heavier set gentleman who needed to get a urine test done. And that's a lot of the tests we do. And generally they take the cup in and, fill it up and bring it out and then we test it. But I went back there and I hadn't been trained on a couple things yet. And when he was just getting everything ready, he said, "Oh, this has to be observed." And I was like, "Huh? What do you mean?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's just for the stuff I do. I have to do it observed." And I was like, but I didn't have time. Everyone else was busy. So I was like, all right. I click the button and we walk into the bathroom with the cup. And before I can get in there and close the door, this dude, I don't know what it was, like no shape, just yanks his pants down baby boy style, like around his knees, like his full butt is showing. Like I can see everything. Like it's a full moon in this bathroom, and people could walk by and see it. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? So I have no idea what I'm supposed to do at this point, and I have to watch. I have to watch it take place. I have to watch him so that he's not faking it, prove it. So I'm like, all right. So I have to see. But the thing is, I can't see anything. It's there's just I can't. So I have to awkwardly, like I'm behind him, lean around his body, like to look like it's like I'm using a magnifying glass almost. That's what it felt like to look, and it was it's so hard to see. That's all I'll say is it was very difficult to see. I didn't know what I was looking at for a minute. But that's not the worst part. I told that to Lincoln. The worst part is that right
Tell me
after
the worst part.
I didn't even tell you the worst part is
part.
after I had to see that. The worst part is right as I started looking, this stench hit my nostrils. Something
No!
I physically gagged. It was like something was like growing, like cordyceps mushrooms or something from The Last of Us. It was diabolical. And I was like I felt so, and I was stuck in this room. It felt like 12 hours, but I was just there for like 30 seconds. And we get out and he's none the wiser, just pulls his pants right up and walks out, and I got to do the whole thing. I'm like, all right, here you go. So I was
so
not
funny.
ready. But part two to that is that he came back on Monday.
No!
Came back to do another one, and I was like, oh. And so I had to do it again. And this time I was prepped, but I was like, you gotta be joking me.
Did
It's
it
the only
smell
one
again?
available. Yes. Yes, it did. But this time I just went and walked in with my breath held, so it faked and just tried to make sure it went quickly. Anyway, I'm gonna keep all other details so
that is
there's no identifying, but
unbelievable.
I had to be sure that is very unique, not something I'll experience.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is
So
absolutely
yeah,
scarring.
I think this should be an explicit podcast.
When did you tell that to me? On Saturday? That's
Yeah,
that's
when you
that's
got to
actually strike two.
and you were like, don't say the rest. Save it for the podcast.
I want to know.
So I've been
It's a
holding this
surprise. I want to
story.
know on the podcast.
I was holding this story for so long.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah,
Well,
that was
did you
my.
take him to lunch
That's,
afterwards?
oh, I didn't take him anywhere. He could leave on his own volition. I went right back to my office to scrub my hands and my face. And hopefully
Volition.
get this.
That was a
Is that
good
my
word.
word of the
That's
day?
the word of podcast.
Great word.
Thank you.
Word of the podcast.
That was my connections word. And Lincoln, shout out Quortle, Octortle. Lincoln loves it now. I introduced it to him, and now it's his favorite thing.
I love my
welcome.
Octortle. Oh yeah, Squirtle.
Squir-
Okay, well, getting back to the segment idea initially.
Yeah, I apologize for that. Story.
Jeff, thank you for your swing thought. Bentley, what's your swing thought before we move to your draft?
I told you I
Jeff
would feel like it
didn't
would
give a
throw
swing
off the whole
thought?
feng shui of everything. Yeah, I gave it to you. Like,
so
just
funny though.
just collect
That's the
no's
whole
and not
point.
be afraid to ask people. Like just ask people anything because they say no, whatever.
Yeah, pockets full of no.
The pocket's full
Well,
of sunshine. Postmodern, nice.
That's good.
Well, honeybee.
All right. Oh, nice, Jeff.
What?
Dude, I know what I'm talking about. You
You
think
know
I don't know
Postmodern?
Postmodern, bro? I love Postmodern, bros.
I
Give me some
shared-
Guru any day. Guru any day.
Let's
That's
go.
a summer jam.
Absolutely.
Your
summer
faces.
jelly.
I'm really excited to go back because your faces both at the exact same time on my screen went, oh?
Yeah, you
It
got
was
us.
priceless.
Because we have both said, I wish honeybee was longer.
Yeah.
It's so short that palm trees and like it's just so it's like what, 30, 45 seconds. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty.
It needs to be another song. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
100%.
what they usually say about me.
So pretty. So short.
Yeah.
So shriveled. Pause.
Oh,
Pause. Are we not
that's
saying anything?
that's strike 2.5. That was like a foul tip.
Sure.
Pause.
Watch it.
So my swing thought.
Oh goodness.
It's if I have a thought and I can do it within 5 minutes, just get up and do it.
That's good.
Like if it'll take you less than 5 minutes, then like just do it now.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Why use many words when few words do trick?
Yeah. I use lot word
Oh.
when few words do trick.
Dang
But
it.
I
See,
think
the
it's in, like,
explanation
the
took
book,
longer
like,
than you.
it's like the 5 Atomic Habits of Successful People, whatever. It's in some like successful book, but it's kind of just been in my mind lately. It's like, just get up and do it if it will only take you like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're not doing anything right now.
Just Nike. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just 3 stripes it, man. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's a good swing thought
for you. Just do it.
Just redo and rebok.
Well, and one.
Well, Andy Weir.
Well, and Puma pants.
What?
That's my teacher's name. Puma pants.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
great.
Well,
I like that segment. We'll try to reincorporate that. That's a fun time.
Yeah, that's good. I think we should move to the draft because the draft will tie into our final segment depending on time permitting.
Yeah.
And your draft is what specifically again?
It is albums that your list of albums will be whatever you listen to for the rest of your life.
Dang,
Rest of my life.
Okay. Well, Jeff, Bentley had the podcast or the draft idea. So I will let you determine the draft order.
Order?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna take number 1. I want Lincoln to go number 2 and Bentley 3.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, so Jeff 1, Lincoln 2, Bentley 3.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, my first pick, Not just recency bias, but
Wait,
because of
One rule.
okay, what?
It can't be like a greatest hits album.
Oh, that's fair. That's fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that
Okay.
that feels a little cheap. Okay. My number one, because of the experience I had with it, and Lincoln actually shared this experience with me when this occurred. So that's why you'll know I just need to
He's
take
gonna do
number
it.
one was
He's gonna
I,
do
I
it.
am gonna do I can't help it. It is still my most listened to album for years.
You're gonna
Is
be pissed.
Dreamland. It's Dreamland. Dreamland by Glass Animals.
Oh,
No,
dang.
what? I'm fine with
Oh
it. Lincoln, do you remember when I
no,
called you?
Sucks.
no.
That's so
Yes. No,
good.
no, no,
It's
no.
too
We're
good.
we that was my 101.
Oh,
I thought you were
okay.
going how to be a human being.
No, 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 no. No. No, I want
That's
I
what I
want
thought you were
Glass An
going with, and so that's what
no.
I'm gonna take.
Do you remember
So
Glass
Jeff's got
Animals?
Dreamland.
I called you and you went in the car and you drove around listening to the album and you were just like texting me every moment like, okay, this is the best song. No, wait, this is the best song. I listened to that album
Yes.
from beginning to end, no skips. Still, it's a no skip album for me.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Oh, 100%.
Perfect
Actually,
emotions. I
there's
think
one
the
song I
production is
skipped, but
top
that's
tier.
because I don't want to cry about it.
I know
Top
which one it
tier
is.
album.
Incredibly loud.
Front to
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
Beautiful. I
Jeff,
can live
that is the
without that. I
101.
couldn't.
That is the 101, and I'm so proud of you. Applause to Jeff.
I had to. The silent applause. They're clapping if you can't watch the thing, but it's because
Yep. Yep. Okay.
That's
Well,
too
Jeff
loud.
took Dreamland. I thought you were gonna take How to Be a Human Being, also from Glass Animals, and so that's what I'm gonna take with my pick because I know it will not come back to me if I don't take it.
Facts.
So I'm taking How to Be a Human Being. I think there's not a miss on that entire album, and I I was actually talking to you about that recently, saying that I think I actually like it better than Dreamland,
Yeah.
even though Dreamland hits more of the emotional notes for me.
Right. Because Dreamland, I know for sure, is just so influential to you and your life, at least just like
It was
when it.
Yeah, it was traumatic when it happened, and so like it is a
yeah,
trauma
it was
bond
a
for me.
big time.
It is
Yeah.
a form of therapy for me.
Yeah. But totally reasonable. And it's such a great album to have
It's
that
so
bond.
good, dude.
So,
And then I went on a solo drive by myself and just called Jeff right afterwards. Or actually, I was texting you in between. But
Yeah. They're texting me the whole
yeah,
time.
so I'm going with How to Be a Human Being by Glass Animals. Go listen to it right now. Bentley, you got your 1 and 2 picks here.
okay. All right. So, Zava, don't get me wrong, great album.
Great album.
But I don't think it's in my top 5. Although it would be dope to close out all of Glass Animals. I have to say my number 1 pick is Vessel by 21 Pilots.
Wow, you're taking Vessel. Wow.
So
All
big
right.
21 Pilots fan. I found
pot.
them in like 2012, 2013.
It had to have been after 2012. It had to be 2013 or later.
Well, okay, so Regional at Best was released in 2011, which
Yeah.
is most of Vessel and a couple other songs. Then they changed whatever producers, or what's the word here?
Yeah, I would
Record
say
labels.
producers.
Yeah, they
Oh,
changed record labels, and then they took like most of the songs that were on that album, and then they re-released the album in Vessel,
Mhm.
and that was like 2012.
Okay.
And that's when I found them, and so was just diehard fan. Love that album. Love the self-titled, but that has to be my number 1, just because that's like when I truly found kind of my niche artists from like a very early age, so like 12, 13.
Okay.
So. But I still love that album to this day. Will listen to it on repeat. No skips for me. No skips
no
whatsoever.
skips, none. Yeah. Good pick.
Okay. And
Yes.
You got it back to back.
I can pick my. Yes, let's go. Okay. Tourist History, Two-Door Cinema Club.
Oh.
It is like just such a good example of no skip album. It's so good. They don't make music like that anymore. Don't get me wrong. I love Two-Door Cinema Club. I think they still put out good music. But nothing will amount to Tourist History. I'm so sorry. It's just so good.
Okay.
So good. It's real impressive.
So
You
the
got some
hard
good
part
picks.
is that I can take anything that I want here and moving forward. It's just what do I want to take? And I think part of this, if this is lifetime albums, I think I feel like I want diversity in my albums, right? And so
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what might come back to me. You got to be careful there, brother.
I thought your mic would end.
And
Wow, your
so
mic picked everything out of that. That's incredible. I need a good mic like that. That was amazing. Wow. That is one of the top
it won't pick
five
up a
podcast
clap,
moments
but it
of
picks up
all the
that.
it picked up a trumpet in the background. Was that Louis Armstrong in your building? It's amazing.
Oh, dude, we need a window open in here, brother.
What'd you guys have for
Shoot.
dinner?
That's what
Black bean soup? What'd you eat?
we had tater tot casserole.
What's the cheese, dude? That dairy.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Okay, well, because we talked about it, and I don't think this will get back to me, I'm gonna take the self-titled album from Coast Modern. Oh,
Okay. Okay. It's good. Beautiful sound.
Dang.
because this will be like my summer playful happy vibes.
You can
And-
you can argue that with How to Be a Human Being as well.
Yes, but How to Be a Human Being hits all year round. This is a more summer
Okay,
and
fair.
happy vibes album.
Fair. Fair.
I mean, we started out with Going Down, Tiny Umbrella, Goo
Pause.
Dive, Pox Full of No. So dadgum good. So
Yo, Bugs, underrated song.
Pogs and Slammers. Oh man. Okay, Jeff. You have your 2 and 3 picks here.
Going in a different direction. I know there's been some alternatives, some good, we've had some good mixes of album here. I'm gonna go a little bit based on my growing up and a lot of the songs I listened to. To be fair, I did listen to a greatest hits album from this artist, and he's known as one of the greatest artists of all time, but I just love the time period of the style of his music. But it was Michael Jackson's Off the Wall when he kind of first started being on his own, and some of the you still get that kind of soul in there before it's fully pop, but he's still some of the, you get Bad in there. There's some great songs. I just love that vibe. I could vibe out to that any day. Okay, so that's number
dope.
2. Love it.
That's a pandering pick, but I respect it at the same time.
I just love it. I just love MJ, and his greatest hits I would just listen to all growing up. But like, if I'm gonna pick an album from him, Thriller was on my mind, but I think I'd rather have that one. Also another direction, because he's been in the spotlight recently for some drama, some back and forth, some heated rap battles. I'm taking Mad City with Kendrick Lamar.
Good
Incredible
Mad City,
album.
let's
The
go.
lyricism in that album is far and away one of my favorites. One of my favorites. His writing is insane. The beats in that, and I could always go back to it. I don't get really tired of his album.
There's so many bangers on that album.
So many.
And yeah, it just shows what a lyricist he is.
He's insane. It's insane. Seeing breakdown videos of it boggles my mind that people come up with this kind of
Crazy.
stuff.
Yeah. I'm so upset you took that. I'm gonna be honest.
That's a great pick. Can we take artists instead? It's just too hard.
That's
Oh man. So I think that like none of my picks will be taken by y'all. And so next I'm gonna go with Californication from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
wow. Sleeper pick. Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
You were
I don't
talking
think
about
I
Red
would
Hot
ever
Chili
pick that.
Peppers recently.
I'm a big RHCP fan.
I would never pick that, but I'm so happy that it was picked because I feel like it is a great album.
Yeah. Really, really good.
It's my favorite of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Granted, not every song is a perfect banger in that album, but it's too good. Also, this was 1999, which is kind of hilarious, and I was 5, but I still listen to this album today. So
I was 5.
yeah. Bentley, you got back-to-back picks here.
Alrighty. Dang, see, this is tough.
This is where it starts to get to the juicy picks.
This is where it gets a little bit more niche here to like what we
Yeah,
like best.
you're starting to figure
Yeah.
out the vibe. It's just interesting to see what everyone likes, what they would want to live with forever.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like I've been going a little up, or not a little. I've been going pretty upbeat towards history. Vessel kind of like a fall-ish album to me.
Mhm.
If I'm to go to like springtime, possibly summer, I'm gonna go back to some of Rex Orange County's old stuff.
Yeah.
Apricot Princess.
Interesting. Okay.
I love that album. It's a nostalgia thing. It's when I first found him.
Yeah.
Um, back
So I
2017.
would have
Yeah,
gone. I would have gone Pony personally because
Pony,
that's the
great.
stuff that I like. But I understand you going Apricot Princess.
But I wasn't listening to music at all in the whole year of 2019. That's on my mission.
Facts. Yeah.
So I didn't.
You missed a lot.
Yeah, and of course Lincoln showed it to me the night that I got home from my
I
mission.
did.
We went for a drive, listened to a ton of music. That was on
Probably
there.
what, a full hour.
Oh, at least.
Yeah, that was so nice.
It was really fun. But Apricot Princess kind of gets me into my hopeless romantic vibes, and I love it.
It's
I
good.
love the lyrics. I love especially one of the songs on there, Happiness. That's one of my just love the lyrics. So
Jeff, do you know much Rex Orange County?
Mhm. No, not much.
That's
that's
fair.
okay.
No.
All
Sorry
right,
about
good
that.
pick, B.
It's,
Oh,
And
it's
then
one
my
of
next
the more
one,
niche for me.
I got to get a little hype in here. I have seen this guy live. He opened
Ooh.
for Kendrick.
You're dirty
Oh.
for that.
Melodic Blue by Baby
Huh.
Keem.
All right.
So has a lot of Kendrick in there, and a lot of like memes, like music memes came out of this. But I'm a big Baby Keem fan, and so I feel like if I'm gonna listen to just a little bit of everything, if I can't listen to Good Kid, Mad City, this is my
Yeah.
backup
Then
rap album.
okay. Very good.
So
Hmm.
I mean, I would love to put down to Pimp a Butterfly, but just not as connected as I am with Melodic Blue.
hmm
Yeah, I don't even know any of that, so I'm not gonna pretend. Okay,
Okay.
I got my second to last pick here. I don't think it'll be taken by Jeff, but I'm gonna take the Blue Album by Weezer,
Hey.
which
Okay.
Weezer's
Some
again one of my top
Wheeze.
5 favorite bands. So I have
Weezer.
I have Glass Animals, I have Red Hot Chili Peppers, I have Weezer, 3 of my top 5s. This fifth and final pick is gonna be very difficult, but the Blue Album has Say It Ain't So, Holiday, Buddy Holly, My Name Is Jonas, the Sweater Song, like those are all effing
Sweater
bangers.
song. Yeah, dude. You
Effing
Yeah,
great
should put
pick.
that in our draft.
yeah. Fudge.
Okay.
Yeah. But effing is like different, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a direct substitute.
Baby Keem. How do you even spell that?
EEM.
Okay.
Yeah, top.
All right. Don't even know who that is. All right, Jeff, you got your final 2 picks.
Feel good about one. But my other pick, I'm a little kind of on the border with. But I remember growing up. My dad had the CD in our car and we listened to it all the time. But I loved the music because he had extended versions. Every one of his songs has like the interlude, but he would have like a kind of a last couple minutes of the song where you thought the song was over, and then it would have this it's entirely new beat and new flow to it, and that was the Future Sex Love Sound Justin Timberlake album, and that's what
JT.
Sexy Back. That was
Yeah.
Summer Love. I mean, he had
Nice.
so many good songs on that. What goes around comes around. I can listen to that
Dude,
song, that
solid,
whole
solid
second.
pick.
It's like an 8-minute song, and the last 3 minutes is just this entirely new with Timbaland on it. It's so I never get tired of that album. It's just so
I've
many good
I've
songs for me.
I've watched clips on how that album was made, and it's like
Like with
kind of really
Timbaland,
cool, like
anything
the
with
story.
Timbaland, I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, bro was pulling out the best beats of his
Pause.
time. Pause. Actual
Yeah.
pause. Okay.
Actual pause.
And this is one I'll take it. It's you guys. It's not gonna matter. This is more of a personal pick to protect myself because I still go back to this album. It's more of like a guilty pleasure album. Uh,
Oh no.
it's because I grew up. One of my original songs that I have a video recording of myself singing. I like knew the whole song when I was like 5 years old. My parents had me a recording of it, and I still listen to it. And they make fun of my impression of it all the time. But I still love the album. and it's the only boy band album I'll ever like love, and that was the Millennium Backstreet Boys. They're wearing all white. They're wearing the all white, and they have that music video with the "I Want It That Way," uh, Spanish Eyes. They just like as a kid, and I can always go back to them, and I know most of the words to most of the songs. I can always cycle through. It's one of those that I would just love to have because if I
Oh,
don't get some
is
of
it the
that,
Millennium album?
yeah, the Millennium. It's like the blue and white.
Yeah, it's the
It's the
Millennium
one.
album.
It's from 2000. Yeah, where they're wearing the all white and everything. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the music video where they're
that's from
walking by the
'99.
plane and
Okay.
oh, it's 99. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So I was 6 years old, 5 years old when that album was released. And so
Dang.
that was like the first one I would listen to. I mean, and that's more me. That's less like, oh, it's the best. It was more I could not have
I
that. And
just
there's a
think
lot
that's
of
interesting
spots,
that
but
in the 5 albums that you could choose for the rest of your life, that's going to be one of them. But to each his own.
it's me, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's more for myself. I know all
Okay.
the songs very well. I love listening to them. To this day, I still listen to them. To this day.
All right. Well, to finish my draft up, I'm going to take Trench by 21 Pilots.
Taking the other.
Absolute fire pick.
I was between Trench and Blurry Face, and then just quickly looking at the entirety of the album, I connect with Trench a lot more. And I think I almost know every single word to every song in that album. So it's kind of a sing along.
So
Just
you guys were going to talk about the like difference in the production between Vessel and Trench and all that, like how different of albums those are, but they're still both so incredibly good.
yeah,
But
they're
they're
very
like,
connected.
but like,
But
yeah,
so like
they're
I'm pretty
very
much getting
differently.
Blurry Face with it, but also I'm getting a little bit more character depth of Blurry Face, like who Blurry Face is throughout the
Yeah,
process of Trench, which I think is really cool.
that's good.
Yeah.
You needed some
And
21
then
Pilots.
yeah, well Bentley took him with his first pick. So good for you, B. And then your final pick, Bentley. Where are you going?
This is an artist that I listen to every year, and it's usually in the top 5, if not the top 3. Yeah,
Linc
I'm
is gonna
doing
be so mad
Sublux
because
by Healy.
I hate myself so
Healy,
much.
that you forgot,
I
Lincoln. You
hate myself so
forgot.
much. I hate myself so much.
I mean,
Oh no. Oh no. He blew it. He had the pick in the bag and Link Bentley, I have a feeling you got the upper hand in this whole album
I'm
picking.
super happy.
You're sitting pretty,
I could make an album or a playlist of all these 5 albums, and I could
and you would
go
just
I could
dude,
go forever and listen to these
yeah,
songs back to back to back to back to back.
incredible.
How was that not my 102?
I'm pretty surprised.
Bentley did have longer to think about this than us, so dude, he does get the edge
But
here.
he took it in his 5th pick. I could have picked it anytime before that.
But you didn't think about it. You didn't even remember it existed for a minute. He had time to
Yes,
at least
I
think
did.
about
I
it.
talked about it today.
We did talk about it. Well,
Yesterday.
No
yeah,
way, dude.
yesterday.
No way did you blow it. That's
Okay,
incredible.
to be fair,
I am so angry.
to be so fair, it's not a usual summer album for me. I don't listen to this.
Freaking took the Blue album from Weezer. I would easily take off Coast Modern or Californication or the Blue album. Like, it deserves to be taken over Trench. I'm not disappointed that I took Trench. I'm happy with Blue. I'm happy with everything else. But like, that's my
That,
second
too.
favorite album of all time, and I didn't even think about it.
Think that you had
I
it,
am
man. That's a
so
lesson learned.
angry.
Lesson learned. Bentley, the younger bro, gets the upper hand. Look at him.
He's gonna
He
hold
takes
this
the
over me,
torch.
and I'm not gonna be able to live this down. He's gonna hold this over
The
me for
torch
the next
has been
year
passed.
at least.
I'm the bigger
Bentley.
Healy fan.
You're not.
It's
I showed
objectively
him
you are
to
not.
you.
He did
That
show
was a
it to
rough
me.
time.
I need some water.
I'm
Oh
so
man.
disappointed in myself.
Man, this took a turn. I thought this was gonna be a great wrap up. It was gonna be nice and right? Nice, like a little bow on top. Hey, look at all these albums. We're loving it. And then Bentley chooses violence at the end and makes Lincoln
And I
regret
knew
every
it right
decision he's
before you
made.
took it. I knew it right before you took it. And it was in this moment he knew he f***ed up.
And Lincoln knew that this was going to be one of his favorite albums or favorite podcasts. So to date, he was so excited, and now he's going to look back on it with regret and disdain. So
I'm never
unfortunate.
on the pod again. Dang.
No, you are banned from the pod.
Hey, Max, if you're making it this far, Max, you're welcome on the pod, man.
No.
Wow, look at that. Max gets the okay because of that. Incredible.
Because I've been humbled. Well, sit down.
Sit down, be humble.
We'll be humble.
Well, speaking of Max, he actually just sent me that he is the trivia winner at Buffalo Run trivia. So maybe when he get him on the pod, we'll give him impossible trivia questions and embarrass him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, go
Make him
screw
feel-
yourself, Max.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. That's a little much.
All right, sorry, Max.
Well,
you
that
can go
was
on the pod.
great. That was
Awesome.
really fun. I liked seeing the. What'd you say? Whoa.
I said Max is finally welcome on the podcast.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Mhm.
All right. Well, to recap our picks, Jeff took Dreamland by the best band, my favorite band
Great pick.
of all time. Then Jeff took Off the Wall by MJ, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar, Future Sex Love Sounds by JT, and Millennium by Backstreet Boys. The most interesting suspect
Yeah.
of the
You can-
draft.
I mean, you can think it's a bad pick.
Um,
I just like it. It's my guilty pleasure.
It's his draft.
Bentley took Vessel by 21 Pilots, Tourist History by Two Door Cinema Club, Apricot Princess by Rex Orange County, Melodic Blue by Baby Keem, and then I took How to Be a Human Being by Glass Animals, Coast Modern by Coast Modern, Californication by Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Blue Album by Weezer,
Where's my fifth
French
pick?
by 21 Pilots, and Sublux by Healy. So
Yeah, where was
That's
where was
not-
Bentley's
we
last
all
pick?
did.
I didn't hear it. What was his last pick
It's
again?
in my draft.
What
My
was
last
it?
pick was Sublux by Healy. One of the greatest albums ever made. So slept on.
Lincoln's gonna
is,
leave.
though.
So slept
Lincoln's
on.
gonna leave this podcast and go punch a hole in the wall, and then do trick shots on the basketball hoop on the side of the house until he's tired and falls asleep.
You know what? I'm gonna
You're
go
just gonna
on
hear
this
him
Marion
counting
Barry
down.
cobbler, and I'm gonna send you a picture, Jeff. I'm gonna send you a picture of my Marionberry cobbler, and I'm gonna smear it all over my face.
Is that code?
Is that a promise?
No,
Is that a promise?
neither of those
threatening me?
things. Is a threat.
No,
It's a threat.
Is it-
No,
threat?
he's gonna go 1v1 me in basketball and just obliterate me because he's so upset he didn't take Sublux.
That's what everyone
I'm
does.
gonna
Lincoln
dunk on
mad.
him
He's like,
and
fine.
do pull-ups on the rim.
Well, because you wear.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
That's that
All
was
right,
a rough
well, we're
time.
foregoing this final section. We were gonna rank the 21 Pilots albums. I had Jeff do some homework, but
It's all right. That was
my
a good
rankings:
album.
Trench,
one.
Blurry Face Vessel, TOP, Self-Title, Clancy, and then Scaled and Icy. Let us know in the comments your favorite albums and your ranking.
Lincoln, you
21
sound so
Pilots
over it,
albums.
dude. It's all right, little
Um,
guy. It's okay.
It's okay. It's
Better
okay.
luck next time.
I'm just
Bentley
better luck
just has
next
this over you.
year. I know.
We're not
man.
gonna be talking
All
about
right, well-
any Healy until you feel better about this.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on the pod, Bentley. I mean, thanks for making a guest appearance on the pod, Bentley.
Yeah, It was a
really.
good time. We had fun.
Jeff-
We packed, jam packed, condensed.
That was so fun until I screwed up, man.
Hey,
This is real regret. This is a real regret.
I'm
It-
still having so
Like,
much fun.
this is such a stupid, pointless draft on a
Bentley
pointless
wants to
little
keep going.
podcast.
He can do another hour of this.
I'm
He's like,
so
all right,
disappointed.
what
Jeff,
else
you
can
just
I
wanna
beat
keep
you
chatting,
at?
dude? I'm
Dude,
super
yeah,
happy to
Lincoln,
keep
you can
going.
hop off. I'll just submit this when we're done. Bentley and I will do a couple more segments.
Yeah,
I've
you
got a
guys are
good one to do.
You guys are so cute, but
It's about why we're better than our brothers. That's what our segment's
it's
called.
about what?
Called Why We're Better Than Our Brothers. And
Oh.
we're gonna do it. It's gonna be a fun. I'll talk.
Great new segment we're gonna install
Yeah.
this week.
Well, thanks for listening to the Left Hand Backhand podcast. Jeff, you no longer get the final word because we have
Oh, you
guest
did not.
by brother. So, brother, give us our final word.
Final word of the day.
Lefties out.